What if everything you had was gone, and all that remained was a single drop of hope? Watch till the end, and see how one act of faith turned emptiness into overflowing blessing. Once upon a time, in a quiet village beneath the hills of Israel, there lived a widow whose heart was heavy with grief. Her husband, once a servant of the Lord, had died, leaving behind only debt and despair. And now, the creditors were coming to take her 2 sons as slaves. With trembling hands and tear-streaked cheeks, the widow ran to the prophet Elisha, a man known for hearing the whispers of heaven. "My Lord, my husband is dead, and the creditors are coming for my sons. I have nothing left. Tell me, what do you have in your house?" "Only a small jar of oil." Elisha's voice was calm, yet carried divine certainty. "Go, borrow as many empty jars as you can from your neighbors. Don't gather just a few, then go inside, close the door behind you and your sons, and pour that oil into every jar." That night the widow and her sons gathered every jar they could find, big and small, cracked and clean. The door closed. Silence filled the room. With trembling hands, she lifted the tiny jar of oiled wine and began to pour. The oil did not run out. Jar after jar, it flowed. The widow gasped. Her sons cried out in wonder. Every vessel filled until there were no jars left. "Mother, it's still pouring. Then bring me another." "There are no more." The oil stopped flowing, but her faith had overflowed. The widow ran to Elisha, tears glimmering in her eyes. "Go, sell the oil and pay your debts. You and your sons will live on what is left." That day, heaven taught her, and all of us, that even when all seems empty, God can fill what's offered in faith. Sometimes, a miracle begins with a single drop of trust. If this story touched your heart and reminded you that God can turn your emptiness into overflow, follow us for more faith-filled anime stories that strengthen your faith and heal your heart. Comment below. How did this story speak to your life? Because your story might inspire someone else to keep believing when everything seems gone.